If you're on this video, that means you are the person in charge of writing body paragraph number 1, which deals with both sides of the issue that you've chosen. So you've done your research on your articles. Hopefully you and your group have kind of talked about the quotes and what the articles are really trying to say about the issue. But now it's time to take all of that analysis and all of that information and combine it into a cohesive body paragraph. But notice up at the top, this isn't a time to share your opinion. It's just to inform your reader of the opinion of others without revealing personal bias. When you are writing this, remove yourself from the scenario. It doesn't matter what you think about the issue, just present one side and the other side. So, as I go through this example paragraph, please, on your own document, follow along and pay attention to how this is written, because this example is going to be a good basis for you to start writing your own. So, I'm going to read this out loud, and then we'll go line by line. This group chose abortion, and they start off. Today, there's a very clear line drawn between people and their opinion on abortion. One is either pro life or pro choice. This topic sentence is a great topic sentence because it tells me that they're talking about abortion and they're talking about two sides of it. And they've told me those two sides. It's pro life and pro choice. So, just for my own annotations, I'm just going to put good introduction because they tell me what the focus of the paragraph is. The two different sides of abortion, which are pro-life and pro-choice. This means that the rest of this body paragraph is going to be talking about that. And then I get a signal phrase. So it says in the article, so I know that this is an article, anti-abortion lawmakers have no idea how women's bodies works. Jessica Valenti discusses her opinion on Alabama's vote to make abortion illegal from the moment of conception on. So I have a very, very clear, and this is what I call a mini topic sentence. It's a very clear idea of the article that you're going to present. So notice it has all the fat elements. It has text type, article, it has title, it has the author, and then it has the focus, her opinion on Alabama's vote to make abortion illegal from the moment of conception on. This is a mini topic sentence. So this means that the rest of this half of the body paragraph is going to be talking about Valenti's opinion on abortion. And then we get our quote. Valenti is not only upset about the law and its lack of exceptions for rape and incest, but also that the politicians are passing these arcane laws that seem to have zero understanding of how the implementation of their legislation will impact the real life woman. And then you get the citation. Remember, anytime that you embed a quote with a signal phrase, you then need to have a citation. So, this is a pretty big quote, which means that the rest of the time, you, as the author of this paragraph, have to then explain, okay, well, what is Valenti's opinion? And how do you know that? So, Valenti heavily leans on the rhetorical device of pathos. So, this is something to note. The writer of paragraph analyzed the article well, because they're pulling out rhetorical devices for analysis. When you're writing this paragraph, think about that. Is this author of the article using pathos, ethos, logos? What diction, what tone are they using? You guys have all of those tools from the class, and so now it's time to apply that. Read the article and analyze it for all of those elements so that when you get to this portion of analysis, you can easily do that. So, Valenti heavily leans on the rhetorical device pathos, using loaded words like arcane, zero, and real-life women. Through this language, she essentially is making monsters of the men in Alabama state legislature, calling them arcane, which could be replaced with words like dark, impenetrable, cryptic, and occult, while later calling them morons who couldn't pass high school health class. So here she actually does call them, because this isn't a quote, apparently she does call these men morons who couldn't pass a high school health class. So again, that is using pathos, right? She's trying to incite the reader to anger. And then the analysis continues. While she makes sure to differentiate women as real-life women who are victimized by the government, Valenti makes a clear emotional appeal to push her pro-choice opinion, subtly arguing that those who agree with Alabama's laws to make abortion illegal don't understand women, are moronic and uneducated. These pro-lifers begin that from the moment of conception, a life is imbued in a fetus, and therefore extricating that fetus is murder. Now, I do not expect you to have this much analysis. This is a lot of analysis. And she's only talked about one side of the argument, the pro-life side. What this paragraph is missing is the other side. So when you're writing this compare and contrast article, this paragraph would only be half done. You then need to insert a transition phrase or sentence along the lines of, while some believe any form of abortion is murder, another group believes that the woman should have the power over her own body. So this is a transition phrase that lets me, as the teacher who's reading this, know you're about to talk about the other side of the issue, which is pro-choice. So need to have a transition phrase. And then this would be the time where you would put in a new kind of mini topic sentence. So in an article from the New York Times or the New Yorker, whatever source you choose, and then you would insert more information, you would put the quote, you would talk about how that quote presents the other side of the issue, and then you would just conclude it. Also notice, the student who wrote this, you can't tell what her opinion is, his or her opinion. She's not agreeing with Valenti. She's not disagreeing with Valenti. She is just presenting a side that is, she's not even presenting a side. She's just presenting both sides without having any bias. So a couple of things before you start your outline. You need to have an overarching topic sentence. What is the issue and what are both sides? Then you need to have your mini topic sentence that just says, here's one side of the issue written by this from this title, and then you do your embedding of the quote and your analysis. Make sure then, after you're done with analyzing the first side of the issue presented through the article, that you have a very clear transition phrase that says, this is what one side believes, however, this is what the other side believes. And then do the same thing above, and then have a conclusion sentence. The rest of this document will help you formulate your thoughts about the issue. So what you're going to do is you're going to read what is in the blue, and you are going to respond to that in the pink, depending on your amendment and the issue. So your topic sentence should say, what are the issues you're talking about and what are the sides? Your mini topic sentence has the fat elements, and you'll write that below once you've filled out these boxes. And then you'll have the signal phrase. Who speaks this quote? Have your citation, and then analyze it. Answer all of these questions. How do you know what their opinion is? What words show you this? What are the implications of their argument? And can you make a comparison to better explain their argument? And then here's your transition phrase. You can use these sentence frames in order to do that. And then again, it's the same process, but with a different side. Focus, author, text type, title, lead into the quote, analysis, same questions, and to conclusion. When you're done, you will have an entire body paragraph written. So all you need to do is copy and paste what you've written in pink and put it in order down here, and voila, you will be done.